Hey guys. So I was briefly over on Brian's YouTube channel, and he was talking about the Hollywood Reporter and how apparently they are now given exclusive access to Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, Duchess of Cambridge. Which I mean, I didn't finish the full video because obviously I have a lot of different things going on at any given moment in time. But the gist of what he's saying is that the reason that the Hollywood Reporter wrote that hit piece about Meghan a couple of weeks back is because they are now directly in cahoots with the palace in UK, and they're going to have exclusive access to Kate. And so I guess a part of the deal was to throw Megan onto the bus, paint her in the worst possible light so that, Kate can shine. And poor Kate, you have to feel bad for her that, the only way she can shine, it seems, is by having a terrible disease and or saying that she does for almost a year. And what did you just see? Hang on a second. So yeah, it seems like the Hollywood Reporter is owned by Penske Media Corporation, which publishes brands such as Variety, Rolling Stone, Women's Wear, Daily, Deadline, Hollywood, Billboard, Rob Report. It's a lot. These people, it's very deep, their tentacles are very deep. So when you begin to analyze, you can really become sort of like, it's like a deception. You think you're talking to one thing, but it's a real conglomerate and a wide web. And I think they also have some tentacles in London as well. Now, where did I see that? Hold on a second. Yeah, one of the owners of the paper, of the Hollywood Reporter, is Eldridge Industries. It's an American holding company which is headquartered in Greenwich, Connecticut, and it has offices in New York City, London, and Beverly Hills. So, where does that leave me with this Kate and Hollywood Reporter thing? It's still bizarre because um yeah, it's still bizarre just because it almost seems like Kate and William and other members of the royal family, like Fergie and her daughters, are trying to keep up with the Sussexes by uprooting themselves from the UK, from London, and moving a huge portion of their operations to the United States, which is just completely crazy because these are the heads of state of another country. I mean, they have a country to run. They have a country with its own problems, a country with people with their own needs, right? A country with people who are in need of a lot of help, a lot of assistance, guidance, inspiration. And this woman just had a brush with death. I mean, she had cancer, she says, right? And she takes an entire year to get better. So you know it was very serious, she says. And the minute she gets better, her and her husband are, setting up charities in New York, getting hit pieces of written about Meghan in the Hollywood Reporter. And as Brian points out over at Sussex Family TV, is the Hollywood Reporter is supposed to be talking about Hollywood, and we have been told ad nauseum that the very last thing that the royal family wants to be or is are celebrities. They're not celebrities. They don't want anything to do with celebrities. At least that's what we were told, right? They are above that. They're above the fray. And now it just seems like since Harry and Meghan moved to America, all roads lead to America for the British royal family. They're abandoning their monarchy. They're abandoning their throne. They're abandoning their people, right? It seems to me to gallivant over the pond to America to be among Harry and Meghan, to be on Harry and Meghan's turf, to compete with Harry and Meghan, but at the expense of their own business, their own people, their own country. I mean, they are heads of state. And it just seems like their main focus right now is to one up Harry and Meghan, to be on the same, in the same radius as Harry and Meghan, to do what Harry and Meghan are doing. It is very, very strange, because I mean, if even in the case of Fergie and her daughters, it's not so it's weird because they're setting up all these charities in New York, and I'm like, but what about the people of England? I mean, you are the royal family of England, not of the United States. And your people need you. Your subjects need you in so many different ways for you to set up all of these varied charities. And by setting them up in the UK, you set an example for the rest of the world. Maybe people can do similar things in America. But for you to be going over there yourselves, to be setting up all of these organizations, entities, charities, whatever, and writing hit pieces in, I mean, Hollywood papers right after a cancer scare that could have presumably taken your life, just to keep up with Harry and Meghan. It boggles my mind. I can't even, I can't analyze it. I don't know what to, I don't know what this means. But do they not understand or see that they have a country and that there are people in that country who are looking to them for help and guidance, while all of them get on their private jets or on their laptops, whichever way, just focused on America, where, a country that has nothing to do with them, really. I mean, okay, America used to belong to England. I understand that there has been, um, a liberation for centuries now. It's no longer the case, a revolution, okay? And these people are the next king and queen of their own country, filled with subjects who are in the streets stabbing one another, you know, starting literal wars with each other. Buildings are burning down. People don't have enough money for even with their council houses. People are trying to form businesses but don't have enough to finance it. They need help. People are people have cancer. People literally have cancer in the UK. They need some inspiration, somebody to tell them it's going to be okay. Like Harry was at the Well Child Awards last night. There's so many different charities that they have in the UK. I'm sure there can be awards or something they can do with their time. And all that they're doing is going over to America, whether physically or through electronic means, to try to rile things up for others. And this woman just had cancer. She could have died. It took a year for her to get better. I mean, why would the Hollywood Reporter be writing hit pieces about Meghan? Because there's some kind of deal that is being made behind the scenes with these people and this paper. But for what reason? Meghan hasn't said the word Kate in years. Meghan is busy trying to do her own thing. Meghan left the throne for Kate and Camilla and William. She left the country. She left the monarchy. She left it all. The only thing she has is the title. And at some point, you can take that too. I don't think she cares at this point. She's left everything to them. And yet, they are going across the pond to harass this woman and her husband and her children and her peace with, you know, hit pieces in papers. The Hollywood Reporter. What does the Hollywood Reporter have to do with the British royal family? They are not celebrities. They are above that. They have told us that repeatedly. Next thing, she's going to be having lunch with Kim Kardashian. And when Kim originally sent her some clothes or whatever the bleep it was, it may have been some makeup from her line, she was rejected because at that time, Kate was too good for Kim, right? I don't think Kim has forgotten that, right? But next, you're going to see her out with Kim, or maybe having her own sort of influencer channel or something. Is she going Hollywood? Are they giving her a podcast? Is she getting her own cooking show? Or she can't even really make pancakes like myself. So, I mean, I saw her trying to make pancakes. I mean, it was as bad as me or worse, actually. So I don't think she can get a cooking show, but she wants something. She wants something, and it's all about competing with Meghan. And you would think that after her cancer scare, it would just change her whole perspective on life, make her more focused on the things that really matter, like her own life and just being kind and just leave Meghan alone, pretty much. Just leave Meghan alone because it clearly has not worked. They tried to turn her to a zero, to garbage, to rubbish, and she keeps thriving with her husband and her family. She just got back from Colombia, very successful trip. She was in Nigeria, very successful. I mean, she's an entrepreneur and not everything works out as planned. I mean, that's the business. It's the nature of entrepreneurship. But I mean, I don't think there has been a day that she has missed Kate and missed William and missed living in Kensington Palace or in the UK for that matter. I think she is very happy, thank you all very much, in Montecito in the new life that she has built for herself, that she gave herself permission to have, right? The power move that it took for her to do that and to create a power couple with her husband. She did all of that and she left you an entire country, an entire monarchy, all the tiaras your little head can fit into. She left them all the jewelry, everything. She left all that for you, Kate. And yet, y'all are still coming over and joining up with the Hollywood Reporter to harass that girl. Don't y'all see the destruction that happens when y'all go against Meghan in this way? And you know why? Because she's innocent. And so whatever y'all are trying to do, it's not going to work. It didn't work over in England. So now you're desperately coming over to America to harass this girl, writing hit pieces in the Hollywood Reporter against this girl, joining up with the Hollywood Reporter, trying to penetrate Hollywood. So now you're a Hollywood actress. Next, you're going to be doing a Dior commercial. I mean, what the hell is this? I mean, honestly, what is this? And why can't y'all leave Meghan alone? You just survived cancer. Get on your knees and thank God you didn't die, that your children still have a mother. Go see some cancer patients. Let them know they're going to survive to go see their children the way you did in your fabulous video and leave Meghan alone. Stop writing hit pieces about anybody. Just let it all go. Let it all go. Let go of the past. Let go of all of this crazy antagonism and hate, right? Harry is William's brother. This is a family member. Stop. Leave Meghan alone. What is it with y'all? What is it with y'all? You really think that you're going to come over and do what? Captivate America and be the golden couple of America? What about your own country? When you are over in America, captivating America, who is captivating the UK? You are king and queen to be of the UK. Your people, your subjects need you there. Leave Meghan and Harry in America. Pack your Georgie bungle and get yourselves back to your own country. And bloom there and do what's needed there. There's so much work that's needed there. So many people in need, even if it's just to see a kind face and shake their hand while you're busy with your interloping whatever this is. It's demonic is what it is. Leave Meghan alone. Just leave her alone.